Hello everyone, this is Mythonian,
And Casey's Crag.
and we're doing some more WarLight. This time we got we got forced joined into a game.
Yeah, thank God we didn't get booted. Uh,
No.
that's a positive.
Yep,
But anyway, we're playing Farragut and Feel It Turn.
yep. Okay, let's take a quick look at the profiles before we start. Farragut with a nice David versus Goliath analog picture.
Yeah, he's doing his best, man.
Yep, okay, so
Push that
30,
belly fat.
35th best rank in 1v1, 11th best rank in 2v2 with this opponent, with his teammate here. He's currently
Uh-huh.
ranked 13th. Our opponents are.
Oh,
He's played 792 ranked games, has won 381 of them. So that's just under 50% win rate.
yep,
Sorry,
about right at even.
51% 1v1 and a 49% 2v2 win rate, so not too bad.
No, not that bad at all.
Okay, taking a look at going over to his teammate then. You can see how
Feel
he
it
is.
turn.
Feel it turn.
Alright.
So, he, best rank ever in the 1v1, 26th. Uh, he's been first. He was first in seasonal ladder 2. He's had a good rating in seasonal ladder 1 with 2262 as well.
Yeah, but those ratings for the seasonal ladders do get a little crazy, so
Yeah.
I don't know how reliable that is.
Okay, ranked games, 540 played, 241, so that's a bit below 40%, 50% win rate. He's
Yeah.
got a 50% 1v1, but a 4% 2v2. He's played 94 2v2s, so he definitely plays mostly 1v1s.
Yep,
Okay,
definitely.
so,
Well, actually, it's about half. No, it's right at half 1v1s.
oh yeah, half of all
Yeah.
of his games have been 1v1s.
hmm So anyway,
Okay, let's see. What
this is
picks are we going to have this game?
well, we should probably. The wastelands are in
Oh yeah,
Tennessee,
yeah. Wasteland.
Georgia, Tomsk, South Australia,
And Novo.
Novo, and was that all of
Yep,
them?
that's all 5.
Tomsk. I don't know if I said
You did.
Tomsk. I did. Okay, good.
Okay.
Uh, all right. Well,
Okay,
let's
so with these
see.
wastelands, we've got a lot of important areas open, like all of Africa is completely open.
Yep.
Um, Central Russia is closed and Georgia is closed, so that does make Scandinavia and West Russia relatively safe
Yeah.
as a combo. Um,
Mm. Although, people are going to put picks up there, so it's not really safe, but
oh yeah, it's going to be contested,
yeah.
but it's safe if you can get it controlled.
Huh. Well, I think South America and West Africa are both really important here.
Mm-hmm.
Although, it seems like West Africa could control South America to a degree. Huh.
Yeah.
That might be a good number 1 pick, and we could overlap picks for this board, I
Yep.
think.
There's no good one-turn bonuses or anything that requires one person to get 2 starts,
Yeah.
so we should overlap. So yeah, I know Nigeria can control South America pretty nicely, because if you get Venezuela but you don't know if someone's in Nigeria, then you're going to be worried about Brazil.
Yeah. Uh, yeah. Duh. Definitely.
So getting Nigeria is quite important to control South America and even Central America in the long run. Okay,
Hmm.
so yeah, that's a good pick. And then spreading out getting one up in the Scandinavia, West Russian one would also be pretty good. So putting number 2 as either Finland or Archangels,
I
either would
think
do pretty
Finland would
well.
be
But yeah,
better.
Finland is safer in the long run.
Yeah, it's just safer against a possible
Mm-hmm.
Ukraine pick.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Number 2 in Finland. I think that's a good one. We could try number 3 in Archangelsk in case they do go number 1 over there, or one of them does. go number 1 in Finland, then we can reduce the risk a little bit of not getting a spot up there, because we do want to get one of those two.
Yeah, we can do that. Or if we wanted, we could also just have a later pick be in Ukraine as a counter.
Yeah, but Ukraine doesn't really counter Scandinavia that well. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Scandinavia is pretty good against Ukraine here.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little troublesome for some guy from Ukraine to do much.
Yeah.
And then we
Okay.
should also get out of Southeast Asia or East China, obviously. Southeast Asia.
Oh yeah, definitely.
That seems like an obvious pick that we should go for. Huh. Let's see. Then Somalia is not bad.
So,
Somalia is not bad. Although,
mm,
mm,
South America might be a better place to go. I mean, we've already got West Africa, which can counter East Africa.
I like the idea of going Venezuela and then Somalia, just because I think that would, I don't expect to get South America,
Mm-hmm.
but it would just be nice to,
Have the knowledge, yeah.
yeah, the definite, you're definitely sure that Venezuela is taken. And as long as we get Nigeria, and we've made it as likely as possible that we can get Nigeria, then Venezuela is very good. South America is a very safe bonus if you have Nigeria. I mean, the guy from Central America can't do crap.
Yeah.
Poor guy. And then, yeah, so number 5 in Venezuela, and then number 6 in Somalia. I don't think we'd get Venezuela with this, but it doesn't hurt to have it there.
And number 7. Well, we definitely do need either Ukraine or Libya to counter, just in case we don't get Africa or we don't get Scandinavia.
Well, I think I don't really, I don't really care for trying to get a Libya pick here, because I think we are very likely to get Nigeria here, and
Yeah.
either that or Somalia eventually. It just doesn't seem like we should put too much more of a focus in Africa. We've already made that as likely as we could really hope for, I think. Next we might want to go for, I guess, East China's not too bad. Actually, East China is not so bad if you want to counter Southeast Asia, as long as they don't know you're in Taiwan.
Yeah.
If they know you're in Taiwan, you're screwed. But
Do you mean that before or after Ukraine?
I don't really care for Ukraine that much, honestly.
Is it better to counter Southeast Asia or counter Scandinavia, West Russia?
Well, I think that actually Western Kazakh might actually be a better counter to West Russia, Scandinavia. If we lose both of them, then Ukraine doesn't counter Scandinavia at all. And so it wouldn't really help us if we started in Ukraine, that they'd immediately see us from Finland.
Yeah.
Because it is our number 8 pick, and I just don't see very many. That seems like the most likely, the most risky area, let's say, where they could go 1-2, and we could just miss out on that.
Yeah.
On both of those locations.
Western Kazakh has a wasteland in it, though, but if it is our number 8, then it's not like we would be focusing over there likely anyways.
No, we wouldn't. The number 8 pick, it seems like, and if it really came down to it, we could just gift it.
Yeah.
But the thing is, they will assume that they're safe if they don't see someone in Finland. I mean, in Ukraine. If they get both of those, they would assume they were safe from Ukraine.
Yeah.
I mean, that Ukraine seems like the obvious pick over there, but it doesn't really look like it would work against Scandinavia very well. And I don't. The only reason you would want Ukraine is if it was a counter to these two, because it doesn't serve any other purpose. So you might as well have Western Kazakh be that counter, because that way they couldn't see you. I mean, they would have no idea that you were here for the most part, I think.
Yeah. Yeah. No one would expect you to start here at all.
No, exactly.
Usually for good reason, but
On this,
yeah.
I think it's not a very bad pick on this board. Now, it would suck. It would be really annoying if we somehow missed Nigeria and got our 2 and 3 in Finland and Archangels, and then later, for some reason, we missed out on most of these others' picks and ended up getting 8 in Western Kazakh. But that seems so unlikely.
Yeah.
And it would still mean something not so bad, because we would end up getting one pick elsewhere, and West Russia would all of a sudden become a one-turn pick. A one-turn bonus, sorry, for the person in West Russia.
True.
So if you did end up getting West Russia, then the other person could just gift you a spot elsewhere. And, hey, all of a sudden, yeah, things aren't looking quite as bad.
Yep. Okay, well that seems pretty good to me. That was 1 Nigeria, 2 Finland, 3 Archangels, 4 Myanmar, 5 Venezuela, 6 Somalia, 7 Taiwan, 8 Western Kazakh.
Yep, I
Okay.
agree. That
Then we can commit with that.
seems pretty clear cut.
Yep.
Hopefully it
We'll
works.
see what we get distributed.
Oh my gosh. Holy
We
crap!
got 1, 2, 3, 6. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 6. So we know they have Southeast Asia
Oh,
and South America.
that's funny. That's funny. Alright, well, you are gifting me a spot over there without a doubt.
Yep.
uh, wow. Alright, what would you like to do here?
Hmm.
Southeast Asia. Hmm.
Not sure what would be the better thing to gift.
Hmm. Now, with this, are you planning on going to Brazil first move?
I could. I'm thinking, I'm not sure.
Let's see. So they could very well have Central America.
Yeah.
That seems like a very likely pick over here.
Okay, well, I can try it, and then... Okay, if I get it... And then... I should hit it with everything, not just 7. If I get it, and he is going for Central America,
Uh-huh.
then I will end up gifting you Nigeria. And then you can feed me stuff, probably. Or I could gift you Brazil itself, I'm not sure.
It might be better for you to give me Brazil. Just thinking about it. You could just lay everything in Brazil and hope you're okay. Hopefully it's the same player in Venezuela and Cuba. If it is the same player, then we'll actually be fine. Because the guy from Cuba will obviously transfer stuff to Venezuela. Or, yeah, that's what he should do. Huh. It it'll be tough down there.
Yep. Okay. Well, I guess that's really the best moves I can do. I mean, I'm moving up to Sudan so that if I do get lucky and get into a position where I can start expanding in East Africa, then I can try to get that.
All right.
But I have a feeling I'm going to be low on income for most of the game.
Yeah, I have a feeling about that too. Uh, let's see. All right, so they are in South America, Central America, West or Southeast Asia, sorry.
Mm-hmm.
And what other possibilities are there?
Um, hmm.
East China
Yeah,
or
East China.
South
It's even
Africa?
possible there's someone in Libya. They could have gone with the Libya counter.
Yeah, Libya or Angola. Either one of those.
Yeah, I don't think Angola is as likely though.
Yeah.
They could have also gone with Indonesia. I mean, that was a 3-turn bonus, but they could have gone with it. They could have gone with Cuba as well. I mean, that's not that unlikely. And Greenland was also possible.
Yeah. Hmm. Although I definitely wouldn't go with Greenland on this
Yeah.
board, but yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and commit. That's pretty much everything I can do. There's not a whole lot that I can do this turn. Are you gonna focus more around West Russia or Scandinavia?
Scandinavia, definitely. Or, well, let's see. It actually might be better for me to go ahead and get West Russia, but... Oh, difficulties.
Yep.
Alright. I guess it would be something like...
Hmm.
that. Ufa and Moscow. Alright. Hmm. Well, maybe... Yeah, that'll work. Alright. I like that. I've committed.
Okay.
Alright, we'll see what happens.
Yep. What's turn advances?
Yeah, hopefully they didn't think the same thing that I did, where they started in Western Kazakh. That would suck.
Yeah. Hold on. You're doing that second, right?
I'm hitting first.
Okay. That works too, I guess. Okay. Hopefully it works. Although if he puts everything there and hits it, he's still gonna overwhelm you. But oh well. Nothing we can
Yeah,
do about that.
yeah, exactly.
Okay. Well, then we will see what happens with turn advances.
Indeed.
Okay, turn has advanced.
Yep. Watching.
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay, I got first move.
Yep.
Okay, he is in Venezuela.
Yep.
He's just sitting there so far.
Yeah.
He didn't try to get to Brazil. That means they might have known that we were in West Africa.
Maybe. Alright. Well, I think this is a pretty simple series of moves for us. I just get into position over here. You make sure I guaranteedly get
West
West
Russia.
Russia.
Yeah.
And then Norway. Alright. What? Yes, there was a wasteland in Tura. Okay.
Okay, I could gift you Brazil in this situation.
Yeah,
You
of
won't be able
course,
to break
that's
it
what I
this
meant.
turn.
Yeah. Just gift it to me, and then I guess work on expanding in West Africa.
Yep.
Alright. We're looking pretty good. I like this start. Give that to me, and I'll be doing stuff with my 9 reinforcements.
Yep.
Sorry?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
Alright.
Well, I'm committing.
I'm committing as well.
Yep. Okay. That's all we can do right now because Philip Turn hasn't done his turn yet.
Yep.
So we will see what happens when turn advances.
Indeed.
Okay, turn has advanced.
Yep, let's watch.
Yes.
Okay.
3 in Venezuela. Oh, he was in Angola.
Great. Well, that's gonna be troublesome for you.
Uh-huh. Hmm.
Alright, he took Colombia. Green took Colombia. I only lost ones. Yay.
Well.
I like that.
Hmm.
I like that a lot. Alright. I think.
Okay, well, we know all the starting locations now.
Well, we're relatively certain they're in Central America too.
Yeah.
So yeah, Green's in Venezuela and Central America in all likelihood. And he
The
just took Central America. He just took it.
Yeah, he just got the bonus.
And Feel It Turn is in Southeast Asia and South Africa. So this isn't so bad. Once I take Scandinavia, I'll just be sure to go down through Kazakh to order him, and I'll kill him.
Okay.
Yep. Pretty simple stuff.
So as long as we can prevent them from expanding, then we can probably win. I mean, the Feel It Turn, he can work on East China.
Mm-hmm. He's not going to get it
And
before I order him.
farragut, I guess you could go after West US, but that's sort of, there's no way he
No.
would really be able to
They
do
have
anything with
nowhere
that.
to expand, really.
Yeah. And so you're going to get up to 12 reinforcements.
Yep.
I'm probably going to stay at 5. But
Yeah, you're going to
that's
stay
a
at
combined 17. They're going to have a combined 16 from the
Yeah.
2 3s.
Hmm? Oh, yeah, yeah. I think we're going to win just because I'm going to be able to border him. I don't know. He might know I'm in West Russia. Who knows? But
But he's not. Well, we can know if he puts anything else. I mean, hold on.
yeah, exactly. We can watch his reinforcements.
He hit with 9. That means that he put 6 in Angola.
All right. Well, that
That means he
means
doesn't have Southeast Asia.
Oh, yeah,
He
he
put
doesn't have
6.
it
That
yet.
means he could have
See.
only hit with. I mean, he would have needed to put at least 1 the first turn, meaning he could have put 4 over here. So he could have only hit with some. Could have hit with a 3 and a 4.
A 3 in Thailand and a 4 in India. Or it would have been smarter to move everything to India. Yeah, I guess it's not so bad to hit with 3 with Thailand. Just to see if you get it.
And then he would have put everything here to hit Congo. Yeah, and then he doesn't have Southeast Asia. He can't have Southeast Asia yet. Unless he attacked with a 2 and 1.
Yeah, I somehow doubt that. So he's gonna need to place. Is he gonna need? Yeah, he's gonna need to place at least 1 or 2 guys over there in India to take Pakistan in all likelihood.
Yeah.
All right.
So that means at this point we're up by 1 reinforcement as a team. And we're probably going to stay 1 reinforcement up for a while.
Yeah. Now, what should I do over
I'll be under pressure
here?
for a while until you can get to Southeast Asia.
Yep. Should I hit Colombia or Venezuela?
How many are you going to be able to put there?
I'm only going to be able to. Well, I was planning on hitting with 3s in Sweden and Svalbard, so I could have more down here, but I'll only have 10 that I can attack with. That is, I'll have 11 down though. I guess. Let's see. He'd be more likely to have leftovers in Panama, so he'd be more likely to place more guys in Venezuela because he'd have leftovers that could transfer to Colombia.
True.
So it might be best to attack Colombia.
Okay, well, it's worth a shot. Just make sure it's your last move.
Oh, it is. In fact, I could. I think I'll make those 1s. That's smarter. More orders equal better.
I'm not sure what I should do in East Africa. There's no way he's gonna let me get the bonus.
No, he's not gonna let you get the bonus. You should just try and stay alive over there. Maybe get Chad, and then just I don't know.
Yeah.
Force him to lay guys over there. Just try and be smart and make sure you kill more stuff than he does.
Yeah.
That's the best way to do it, from what I can see. Maybe you could try and put every... No, you need to take a territory too.
Chad's good enough. I can just hit Chad with everything.
Alright. Well. I'm all set to go. Let's do it.
Okay. Committing.
Well,
Oh, what?
have you done yours? I mean, have you decided what you were going to do, though?
Yeah, I'm just gonna hit Chad.
Okay. And then you're going to do like a transfer only with Ethiopia?
Yeah, I was actually doing that first move and then the second move hitting Chad.
Might be better to just hit Chad first.
Okay.
Just to reduce risk, that's all. I mean, that one doesn't really matter.
Okay, well I committed and turn is advanced. Okay,
Alright.
watching.
Let's see what they do. Oh, no, he deployed too much in Colombia. Darn it.
He predicted Columbia.
Darn it. Don't ask me how he predicted it. Alright, well, you can see all my ones moving around.
Oh yeah, and
And...
chance.
Yeah. Dang it. Alright, what did he place? 5. He only placed 5, so he took a territory elsewhere.
Did he?
Green.
Probably. Yeah, he might have started working on West U.S. Either that or possibly last turn when he put 3 in Venezuela and probably 2 in Mexico. He may have had hit with 3s and he may have gotten repelled.
Oh, that would suck. That would suck for him.
Okay, hold on. Let's see. The first turn, I moved to Brazil and he had 4 in Venezuela, so he put all 5 in... It's Cuba, isn't it? Yeah, it's Cuba. So he put all 5 in Cuba, and he hit Mexico with 8, so if he lost 2, he would have 6. And then if he put 2 more in Mexico, then he would have had to hit with 1-4 and 1-3.
Mm-hmm.
So he could have hit with 1-4 and 1-3. So, yeah, I'm guessing his 3 may have failed. Either that, or he put some in, like, hit California or something, but I doubt that. That's not as likely. In that situation where he was bordering you, he would have wanted to defend within everything. At least that turn. Because he didn't know how much you had. You could have... Well, no, it was second turn, so... most he could have had is 9.
Alright, well, now my move's pretty obvious. He can't defend me even if he tries, so I should take Venezuela. First move. If he gets a transfer only into Venezuela in first, then he will defend it. But there's a 50-50 chance of that. If I get the first
Do you want to try
move,
hitting Colombia instead? He might predict you going Venezuela.
Yeah. He could predict me, and that would be smart, but, I mean... I think, Alright, I could go to Colombia again.
And then...
I guess I could delay it then.
What do you want to do with your leftovers? I mean, you can either move them towards Ufa.
I'm gonna move them towards Ufa eventually.
Well, I'm just wondering because it's like by the time they get there, you'll already be moving out, so they'll always be behind. Won't be very effective. Well, they can still just delay your moves. So
Yeah, that's pretty important actually.
Okay, well, I was just thinking just hitting Congo with... Well, no, should I? He's got his bonus now.
You
Because he put 2 in Congo and 3 probably in India to get Pakistan. So we can assume he has that.
Alright. You're gonna get a card next turn as long as you take a territory.
So should I hit Cameroon instead?
Let's see. Well, he's probably going to put everything in Congo. So you could try and, Nah, Cameroon doesn't really serve much of a point.
Should I blockade in Ethiopia just for the heck of it so we can't get that? Well, Cameroon does serve a point in that I get a card piece.
Yeah, but it would be better to take Egypt in that case.
Yeah.
And then you could delay using a blockade card till next turn. I'd say transfer to Sudan, because that seems the most. Just put everything in Sudan and transfer first move from Chad to Sudan, and then hit Egypt with 3 or 4.
4.
Your choice. Guaranteed. Yep.
Yep.
That's pretty good. And then
I
you
have
get a
enough to
card
defend
next
against
turn.
this biggest attack anyways.
Sweet. Alright. I'll just delay my move and hit Colombia with 15 last move.
Okay.
Yep. Alright.
Okay. Well, that's pretty much everything.
Yeah, that's pretty much everything. Good luck.
Yep.
Stay alive down there. If you stay alive, then I can go through Eastern Kazakh to Tad as soon as I break green. Once I break green, I'll blockade. If you don't need to use the blockade card, you might need to use it, but I'll break green, and then I'll move through Caucasus, and then I can break Feel It Turn.
Yeah. Okay. Sounds good. So we will see what happens when turn advances.
Indeed.